Hello guys, and welcome back to another 300-second gaming YouTube video. And today I am going to be covering islands inflation. And you may be thinking, yo, you just want to put inflation in the title because it's a keyword that's pretty trendy. And yeah, that's an added bonus. But the real reason I'm covering it is because this is a real thing that whether you know it or not, like it or not, does affect each and every island's player. Some in a positive way, some in a negative way. So let's start off with explaining what it is and why it affects you. Okay, so in inflation in islands, it's pretty much where resources and other things, the price goes up without the cost or labor required to get that goes up. And you may be wondering, how does this affect me? Well, it does in a pretty big way. So, there are a few things that you need to craft, probably hundreds of things in total, and these things are wood, crystallized iron, and gears. And these are just the three of the most common ones. There's a few other ones, but let's just go with those ones. So these ones, you use them to craft so many things. So if the price goes up, then the price on other things goes up, even if they're not really related to one another, which drives prices up in general. So, like wood, I have a shop, as you may know, and over the past few months, I've seen the increase in the price of wood. It's pretty drastic. Like, the price I used to buy wood at, that used to be a pretty good deal. Now it's a complete rip-off. No one's gonna sell that to me at that price because the price of wood has risen so much, and what you need to get wood hasn't risen. But there's a few things that contribute. A, the amount of money flowing in to the game, and inflation has really been getting worse in islands recently, and that's due to the addition of, or popularity I should say, of things like large melon and pineapple crates, which people are constantly selling. This constant stream of money into the game means that essentially there's more money in the game with pretty much the same amount of players, and there's not as much money leaving the game, which causes some pretty major issues when you have so much money entering into the game with none leaving. It pretty similar to real life, like when they print money and stuff. Same concept. Also, there's just less new players in islands, which threatens the game as a whole. Without new players, everything eventually, or new users in case of non-video games, stuff eventually dies. But that's a topic for a different video. The reason I'm talking about this in this video, and it's relevant, is because a lot of these things, like sticky gears, wood, the main thing that drives the price down, or drove the price down, was new players who needed money, so they would either trade wood to other players in exchange for stuff, or sell it once they had the economy XP. So that would drive down the price. But when you don't have noobs, you don't have people who are willing to sell that stuff at a low price because they need any money, which drives the price up. And when the price goes up, the price for anything goes up. Oh wait, why is this price so odd? Okay, whatever. So, whether you like it or not, this is a major issue in islands. So, how am I going to be tracking this in an accurate way? Well, I figured out a system that it's not quite finalized, but it seems to be working very well, that I've been testing over the past few months, which I'm going to average out my sort of average price